Welcome back to the Getting Into Alignment podcast. I'm your host, Alexa Ray Smith. I'm a mindset coach, manifestation teacher, and all-around truth seeker and truth speaker. On this podcast, I want to talk to you about topics that will help transform your life and support you on your spiritual awakening journey. On today's episode, I want to talk to you about numerology. Numerology is the study of what each number means. Now, why is this important, you might be wondering? Because numbers provide us with messages that can help us better understand our current circumstances. I am going to break down the numerology of each number so that way you can know how to interpret these messages. Angel numbers are talked about frequently in the spiritual community, but I find that many people don't talk about the foundational aspect of the numerology to have a better understanding. Angel numbers are so important, but without knowing their meaning, you can't apply them to your life. Ever since I started my self-actualization journey, angel numbers have become a constant in my life. Like literally, I see them multiple times an hour, every single hour of every single day. Every time I see one, I'm like, glitch in the matrix. And it reminds me to come home to myself, to stop taking life so seriously, to realize that I am surrounded by support and guidance everywhere I go. I know that since the paradigm shifted, a lot of people are awakening up to their true self as the paradigms keep shifting us into higher frequencies. That means that you're probably starting to see a lot of angel numbers. Angel numbers really do become a way of life once you start your awakening journey. You experience so many synchronicities, especially angel numbers. So what are angel numbers? They are repeating numbers such as 11, 222, 3333, etc. They are called angel numbers because they are messages from your guides or guardian angels. These numbers offer guidance, support, and even suggest pivots on your journey. As your intuition grows on your spiritual awakening, you become more finely tuned to receive these messages. Since these numbers can be any repeating numbers, I want to break down the numerology of each single digit number so that way you have an idea of what these angel numbers represent when you see them in your life. So let's get started. The number 1 represents new beginnings. When you see this number, it is a sign for you to break free from outdated programming and paradigms that no longer serve you. It's an opportunity for you to confidently move forward in the direction of your heart and soul's desires. This is a powerful number that reminds you of the power you have to create any life experience that you want. Stop playing small and settling for the life you were told to live. Break free and trust that you are meant for so much more. This is a number that represents independence. You have everything you need within you to create anything outside of you. There are infinite possibilities available for you. Which ones will you tap into? The number 2 represents balance. This is the divine feminine in numerology. It is strongly connected to intuition. While the number 1 symbolizes independence, the number 2 symbolizes partnership. This is an opportunity for you to harmonize ideas and relationships. It is teaching you that you don't have to do it alone. You have the support of a team, and thus is a reminder to do work in partnerships or in teamwork. It reminds you that life is not black and white. It's nuanced. It's colorful. There is not one right answer, but instead a collaboration of many. Deeply connected to your intuition, you are able to sense the energy, feelings, and vibrations of those around you. The mission of the 2 is to guide you to unify with your team to create balance. The number 3 represents creativity. It is a sign to start sharing your ideas with others and to create. When you are full of energy, you have this innate ability to create, play, and connect. It's the child of numerology. bursting with creativity and expression. It doesn't rely on words, but pictures, colors, abstract imagery. When you see this number, you are magnetic, pulling every person and creative idea towards you. Take this as a chance to birth your creations into the world. It's a reminder to not take life so seriously, to laugh more, play more, create more. Allow your curiosity to lead you in this moment. Don't try to rationalize. This will drain the creative energy that is asking to come to life. It is a sign to start working on that project you've been putting off, to let your art speak volumes. The number 4 represents practicality. It is the opposite energy of the 3. This is a sign for you to get to work, to do what is necessary to advance your life or your career. While it might not be the most fun and exciting work, it's the necessary work that will create stability in your life. This number is very practical in how it works, following pragmatism and rationalism. It thinks things through in its mind before taking action, so that way it can create a strong foundation and make plans required to bring it to life. Take this as an opportunity to do the nitty-gritty work that moves the needle forward. You have time to enjoy the fruits of your labor when it's done, but now is a time for extreme focus. Hard work is the best friend of the number 4. The number 5 represents adaptability. Drop the seriousness of the number 4 because 5 lives for excitement, adventure, and freedom. This is a sign to try new experiences, do what excites you, and go with the flow. Trust that the universe is supporting you and leading you in the places that light you up. This is a time to really live your life to the fullest. Don't think things through. Let joy and happiness guide you. This is a fluid number that reminds you to lose any rigidity. Allow yourself to have magical experiences with people you don't know. Have conversations with people you've never met. Learn from living in the moment. Explore the world for all that it has to offer because the universe is your playground. The number 6 represents service. This is the empath of the numerology. Take this as a sign to hold space for others. You allow others to express themselves and be vulnerable around you without feeling judged. If there is someone in your life who is going through a hard time, be there for them. Lend a shoulder to cry on. You wear the cape of a healer when this number calls to you. You are a fierce protector of those that you love. You're happiest when the people you care about are happy. This is the number for unconditional love and romantic partnerships. Your energy is best used in the form of service during this time. Know that when you help to heal others, you help to heal yourself. The number 7 represents knowledge. Leave no stone unturned while you seek wisdom to help you evolve into the highest version of yourself. This takes you on a deep quest for the truth, what lies beyond the surface. Take your time to really do your research. Don't take anything at surface level. This number shows you the juxtaposition between spirituality and analysis, using both to find the answers that are truly needed. The spiritual side knows that there is more to life, and the analytical side separates truth from fallacies. Don't allow yourself to get too swept up in one side. The wisdom you seek comes from the duality of the two. Both have insights and knowledge to share. The abstract and the practical will give you a holistic understanding of the world around you and thus yourself. The number 8 represents success. The Chinese believe this is the luckiest number to exist, representing infinity, giving and receiving. This number is a sign to stay ambitious in accomplishing your goals. Remember that the more success you achieve, the more you have to give. This is the karmic duty of us all, to give back to the world, not only to take. This number is associated with abundance. Abundance is a state of being when one lives in gratitude for their life. When you appreciate what you have, the universe gives you more to appreciate. This is your sign to stay dedicated and committed to achieving your goals. For the success to flourish best, there must be balance and stability in your life. This allows your attention to fully focus on your goals. The 9 represents transformation. When this number appears in your life, have completed a cycle in your life and are now ready to transform into the next chapter. This number shows that you have gone through struggles to get where you are, but that these struggles have provided great wisdom to you. With an understanding of these struggles, it becomes a humanitarian who wants to give back to the world. It's about providing value and support to those who haven't attained such wisdom yet. There is a divine connection provided when this number appears. You are able to seek the answers you are looking for from source and then apply them to your current reality. This is what each number represents in numerology. Typically, all the numbers are added together until they make one digit. For example, you add all of the numbers of your birthday together to get one number. This will allow you to interpret numbers so that you can seek wisdom in them. The one exception to this rule is when we see and talk about angel numbers. Those repeating numbers are an amplification of the numerological translation. Now that you have an understanding of each number, you will be able to use the numbers that appear frequently in your life as wisdom from the universe. When you see the number, consider what you were thinking about doing or your state of being at that moment. This will give you clarity if you're investing your energy wisely. If you don't pay attention to numbers around you frequently, play a game with the universe. Today, be consciously aware of the numbers you're seeing orbit in your reality. When you look at a clock, what numbers do you see? When you're driving, do you notice the numbers on the license plates? Numbers are everywhere. It's about paying attention to them. We are constantly getting signs from the universe. Today, I want you to notice if you see the same number repeatedly. What are the patterns you notice? If one number is showing up frequently, what does that number mean? How does it apply to your current reality? The more you start paying attention to these numbers, the more you'll be able to easily spot the patterns. Remember that angel numbers are specific messages from your guides, so pay attention to them when they appear. A lot of us ask for help, but we don't make ourselves available to receive the answers we're seeking. Make yourself available to them. I want to keep this episode short and concise because I know I just hit you with a lot of information. I want you to be able to refer back to this podcast whenever you are seeking clarity on a number's meaning again. I want to make this podcast episode more of a resource for you. So I'm just going to keep it short and sweet and to the point, which is not always the case with me because I love tangents and I can talk for days. But for this week, I'm going to leave you here. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. Make sure you're following me on social media so that we can keep in touch. You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram at Alexa Ray Smith. Take a screenshot of this episode and share it on your stories with your biggest takeaway. I love to see what wisdom you're gaining from these episodes. If you're loving the podcast, I would be honored if you would give the pod a 5-star review and tell everyone why you're loving it. It would mean so much to me, and you would really be helping to get the podcast out to more people. Until next week, I love you, I see you, and I hear you.